Hello Pisces, let's see what's coming up for you in the month of September. Thank you for your patience. I know we're almost mid-month right now. So yeah, I imagine a lot has already happened, but there still are some things that this month has in store for you, and we're gonna find out what. If this reading resonates for you and resonates with you, please give me a thumbs up or share my video or leave a comment. I'm always happy to read your comments. And if you would like a private reading with me, just send me an email at ana.mysstic@gmail.com. I'm gonna leave my email address in the description below. And let's see what's coming up in September for you. For you Pisces, what's coming up in September for my Pisces? And thank you again for stopping by my channel. Okay, let's see. The birds, mice, the house, the ship, the snake, the letter. Let me just put it like this. Okay. The letter, fish for Pisces, the clover, okay, the sun, bear, the bear, the garden, the child, and the tower. All right, and the cut card here, Pisces, is the tree. I'm just gonna put this here, and if you have been watching my other videos, you know that I usually don't count the cut card as being part of the spread, but I do like to have a look at it and to just kind of see what's the overall general vibe of the month. Okay, so I'm not really reading it. I mean, I am reading it, but I'm not counting it as being part of the spread. Okay, I'm just rearranging a little bit these cards here. All right, let me have a look really quickly at the domains or areas of life that are coming up for you this month, Pisces. So you do have the bear here, which is work. You have fish here, which is money. And you have here in the cut card, you have the tree, which is health. But the tree is more than just health. And since it's the cut card, I would say it's a good health overall, a good month, a good healthy month. And I would just read this card as taking down roots, just being grounded, like a tree. The tree is a very positive card. As you can see, there's a rainbow there. Yeah, I will just read it as having roots and growing roots, and just, you know, growing and evolving and being positive. All right, let's have a look at the court cards here. If you watch really carefully, you can see that these cards all have court cards symbols. These are the Lenormand cards, the Gilded Reverie by Ciro Marchetti. I absolutely love this deck. and I love Lenormand cards. They really are a very good tool for divination. Okay, so let's have a look. You have 3, 7. You have, oh, and actually with the tree it would be 4, 7. Okay, so the 7 are really significant. 3 or more cards of the same symbol are significant. You have 2, 10. You have 2 king, 1 ace, 1 queen, 1 jack, 1 8, and 1 6. Okay, so actually what's really the most significant are the 7. So 7 is a card of wisdom. 7 is a card of wisdom. It's also a bit of a card of challenges. Sometimes I'm thinking, especially, I mean, in numerology, 7 is a card of wisdom. If I'm thinking of playing cards, usually the 7 are, represent challenges. I will go with the wisdom, and maybe some type of undercurrent, a bit of a challenge, an undercurrent, a challenging undercurrent, okay, for this overall very positive and healthy month, okay. And actually you do have 2 challenging cards in the spread. You have the snake here. The snake is, I have to say, one of the worst cards in the game. In my opinion, it is the worst. I'm sorry, Pisces, I just have to be very honest with you. It doesn't mean that you have a bad month coming up, right? It just means that the positivity and everything that is good and everything that's happening this month is not like 100% good, okay, but we'll get into that. We'll get there. You also have the mice here, which is not one of the best cards of the game. It's not a very good card, but to counteract that, or to counterweight that, you have 2 of the best cards in the game. You have the sun here. This is one of the best cards. You have the sun. This is great. It's awesome. And above it you have the clover, which also is a very lucky card. Really, really good card. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't see this. It was here in between other cards, but you do have the house card here, okay? So the house card really represents, well, the house, the home, family, okay? Your central card is the birds, Pisces, and the birds represent communication and interaction. In your past, there has been something related to work. I would say like a loss related to work. Now, if this doesn't resonate with you, I'm sure some of you maybe have lost their job. This would be really the most, how can I say, accurate interpretation of these 2 cards following one another in this particular order. So work and loss, it's a loss of work. But if this is not your case, then there's something kind of like a diminution related to work, okay? So something related to work gets diminished. Maybe your responsibilities. Maybe you have given up some of the responsibilities you had at work, because I don't know, several reasons. This diminishing is also related to money, so your finances. I'm guessing this has happened in your past. It can be like couple of months ago or just in the beginning of the month, or is still kind of, this is the recent past, and if it hasn't already happened, maybe this is something that is on your mind and is happening right now. So a diminution in the work environment. So maybe you have given up some responsibilities you had previously in your work environment, and this also has as a consequence your finances are also diminishing. Okay, if you have lost your work, if you have lost your job, well, yeah, the finances are definitely impacted. Okay, there's something about a message. This is a written message, it's a letter. There's something about a letter that has impacted, and this letter, it can also be a contract. So maybe it's the breaking of a contract, maybe it's again a letter or a message regarding this loss or diminishing of resources and at work, related to work. Maybe another possibility, I would have to definitely look a little bit more into the other cards here, but one other possibility, just staying in this area here, one other possibility would be that you have so you actually left one job and you are looking into maybe starting a new career path, and so of course you are letting go of some of the responsibilities you once had because you want to start something else, and you have to take a step back in order to start something else. So maybe started at a bit of a lower level than what you previously had, but it's for the better. It's for in the future you will be more advanced than if you had just stayed on your previous path, career path. So this is definitely one of the possibilities here. All right. There's definitely something new with the child here. There's definitely something new that is beginning, and this is in your present line. So something new is beginning, or maybe has already begun for you. And it's something that is very positive, and is something that is very lucky for you. But there's also something a bit fishy here. Maybe this new path is a bit challenged. There are some challenges. You will face some challenges, definitely, in or on this new path. Maybe you're not talking to the right people. The snake and the birds kind of indicate some toxic talking or conversation, or maybe a lot of gossip. There may be somebody in your entourage, or maybe there's just somebody who's not a good advisor for you, who's not a good mentor, who's not giving you like good advice. Okay, it's like poisonous communication somehow. What else? However, this snake here is in between two very positive cards, so that really diminishes a lot the negative impact of the snake. But the snake, it's still here, so it's not like it doesn't exist. It is here, but the negative impact is really diminished. So what else could it be? Beware of people who speak behind your back. Beware of people who are gossiping. Maybe this new path or the challenges of this new path are related to some legal stuff. The Tower here, this card here, the Tower has a lot of meanings actually, so it really depends on each and every one of you. It can have like very different meaning for different people. So since the Tower is just near the snake also has some interaction with the Tower card. So the Tower speaks about reclusion, loneliness. Maybe this is a path of independence. Maybe you're going your own way, and the challenge that you're gonna have to face is being on your own and not having, I don't know, coworkers with you, for instance. Maybe you're a freelance, or maybe you have decided to create your own structure right now. So in the beginning is just a one-man band, right? So this could be one. Other thing about the Tower is that it represents hierarchy, government, anything legal matters. So maybe there are some legal matters that need solving, and those legal matters are a bit of pain in the ass for you, Pisces. Maybe something related to the government. It can also indicates big corporations, the Tower. Okay, so big corporations, big companies, ONGs, big organizations. ONG, I think this is like the European term. I think it's NGO. Yeah, I think it's NGO. Anyway, sorry for that. Yeah, the Tower also pertains to hospitals, prisons also. So there's definitely a bit of a challenge to all these domains that I have just said. So how does that relate to you? Again, different meaning for very different situations and contexts and different people. And again, I want to say that the snake, even if it is here, it is really in between two very positive cards, and this diminishes a lot the negative impact of the snake. So I will really just read it as some challenges are coming up your way, related one way or another with communication, and something having to do with legal matters, hierarchy, big corporations, solitude, going alone, prison. Over here, so you do have the House card over here, and the card that is crowning your game is the Garden. And the Garden speaks about a large group of people, the public, meetings with a lot of people, networking, going out and being very, in a network type of situation. You're networking, you're speaking to a lot of people, maybe you're giving, business cards to a lot of people. Maybe a lot of people are paying visits to you this month, Pisces, since, this card here, the Garden, is just next to the House card. And this also leads to a lot of speaking. So, maybe a family gathering, a wedding or something, even if I'm not necessarily seeing a wedding coming up here, but a family gathering would totally be that. A lot of speaking, a lot of communication involved. And over here, more at the bottom, so things that are already in the making, I see changes for you, Pisces. These two cards both speak about changes, and they're both, one next to the other. So you have the ship here, and you have the child. The child speaks about new beginnings. So it's either a change that really is quite transformational. It really speaks about new beginnings. If this is not your case, then it will be small changes. Small changes need to be made in order for your finances to go from a loss and diminish in challenges to a lot of them, okay? A lot of finances and a lot of money. I mean, again, I'm not necessarily seeing like Pisces, you're winning the lottery, but I'm just saying that if there has been a loss in the finances, well, by the end of September, things are going to look very, very different, and there will be an increase in your finances, at least a stabilization. And I would also see an increase with the Sun card here, which is really a very positive card. Very lucky month also, Pisces, with the clover here. Messages or contracts that go through the family members, something related to your house, that is very lucky. Could it be the sale of a property that maybe by the end of the month will bring you more finances? It could be. Maybe you're, since this is the public, maybe you are just going very public with, you're promoting the fact that you're selling a house, maybe you're renting your house, and again, you're going public with it. You're doing a lot of visits. People come visiting your house. You're talking. There's a lot of interaction, and this could also explain why you have this kind of increase of money here, and then something that is, it's definitely at least a small change, but I think it really speaks about a new beginning. A new beginning, yeah. Pisces, overall September is a very good month. You do have a bit of challenge related to, again, maybe somebody who is not giving you good advice. Beware of that person, who that person can be in your entourage. Maybe gossiping, or even the other type of challenge could be a challenge related to solitude, isolation, something related to hierarchies or big corporations, or legal matters. Again, despite the fact that there's a diminution and a loss here, there are some very good things coming your way. You do have, so there's a message, definitely a message or a contract. This is a month where with the garden over here you will be, and also with the with this card over here, the birds, you're going to interact with a lot of people. There's a lot of communication going on, and you do have this very beautiful cards here speaking about a very lucky month, a lucky break, and overall again a really good month. There's something new that's coming your way, if it hasn't already materialized or appeared in your life. There's a new beginning that's coming your way, and by the end of the month things are going to settle down, and you really are going to feel this warmth from the sun, and you're going to feel lucky. There will be a lucky break for you, Pisces, this month. But do be careful about somebody in your entourage that again could be speaking behind your back, gossiping, There is somebody who you have to be careful about somebody who is not giving you good advice, and there will be some challenges again facing this combination here of the snake and the tower. But again, Pisces, overall a really good month, and I will see you in October. Have a really beautiful September. Thank you.